Yeah. Hey, my name is Barry Kinyon with Chainsaw 2, and I'm rocking with Guts.
We love horror movies. Horror movies are
Brenda. Got
Your boy ATX and Space Vikings.
baby.
Trying to figure shit out.
Baby.
Changed my life forever.
Here's one of the highlights of my life.
Brenda. Got baby. Hey, yo.
What's up?
Welcome to Guts Podcast. It's Zano the Vigi.
Space Viking.
Low key as me.
It's the Guts Podcast on the Dread Central Network.
What up, fam?
What's up?
What it do?
Talk about a banger of a movie, right?
Yes.
This shit's got us talking about it constantly the last 2 weeks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man, I've been watching it like every other day. Twice a day for you, right?
It's another one of them gems that we never heard of till the shit popped up on screen. I think we were going through and you found it.
Yeah.
We just found it from the fucking thumbnail.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's some good
Outcast
Yeah.
on Shudder.
Not the group from Atlanta.
No. 2010.
Not to be confused with
Big Boy and Andre 3000. Please. Don't
to
be
all the
going
babies' mamas.
Don't-
Babies' mamas.
Don't go see the movie. What movie they put out? I forgot the name of it, but it was pretty funny. But yeah, don't go watch that.
What's the name of that goddamn movie that they put out?
ATL.
No, not ATL. It's
This motherfucker here. God.
It's Big Boy and Outcast.
I love when ATL when Big Boy gets out. Oh, I know that who ain't who I think it is. Is that Big Brother?
Yeah. Damn, what was the name of the fucking
I don't even
movie?
think I even saw that movie.
You never saw it?
ATL? Oh,
No,
Is that the one about the roller skating rink?
yeah.
That's not the movie they put out, though.
No, that's not the one we're talking about.
No.
Anyways, well, this is about werewolves and witches and shit.
It's
Yeah, I
about
know,
the-
right?
This is
This
about
has
the
nothing
complete.
to do with Atlanta.
There's
This
nothing.
has nothing to do with
Nothing
roller
in
skates.
Atlanta has. Nobody in Atlanta has ever seen this movie.
Yeah. It's called Outcast.
And a 2010 banger. It's a foreign movie.
Man, it came out 2010.
Was
That's
it
so
too?
wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the same dude that
Out of Wild.
That's
Yeah.
it. Idlewild. Same dude that made the movie The Girl with All the Gifts.
Nice.
And
Man, no shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's why it's
badass.
hard, dude.
Yeah, that makes sense.
he also made a few episodes of Black Mirror.
It had your girl from Game of Thrones who was banging her son or something in Game of Thrones, and she always wants to show
She likes to show those.
her tatas.
Yeah.
She don't mind pulling them out.
She's a good actress.
I don't
she
know
really
if
is.
I've heard of fun bags before. These are not so fun bags.
They're reverse fun bags.
These are we're having a bad time bags.
Those are deflated car crash airbags.
Yeah. Her name's Kate Dickey.
Oh,
Damn, Kate
Yeah.
Dickey.
Kate
Man, I know she
Dickey.
had to fight in school.
Yeah.
Kate Dickey. All right.
Yeah.
What's up? Shout out to Kate Dickey, though.
She could act her fucking hat.
she can
ass
act her
off.
act
She
off.
could act.
She's also the chick in The Witch where the crow is picking at her tats.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So if y'all like
She
The
could
Witch,
act her saggy titties off.
Yeah, that crow is like pecking at him, and she's just sitting there crying.
yeah.
I think she's letting him peck her tit.
And them nipples
I
are
bet that hurt like a motherfucker.
staring at
Oh,
the ground like they're
shit,
disappointed in
Man,
somebody.
you ever gone on a jog and your nips bleed everywhere?
Oh,
Happened to me 2 days ago.
So there I was.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. So it's a
What?
fucking
Shot in the UK, correct?
Shot
Probably.
in, it just says Eastern Europe.
All right, so we're going to say UK.
so
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Eastern
They
Bloc
had the
where
deep accents for it.
where motherfuckers are hardcore. Like,
Yeah.
all they do is drink and play soccer and fight.
And then fight by the playground.
oh yeah.
Everybody stay in the projects.
Yeah. It's got a cool feel to it, man. So it's got like even pulling up, it shows the mom and her son
Yeah.
pulling up to a new city, and there's
Yeah.
like that graffiti on the wall, and it's
Yeah.
kind of got a grimy feel, which I like.
Definitely
Because to
grimy
me,
feel.
it's like it's about witches, but it's got like a dope like city feel, and it's not lame. Like
Yeah.
like a lot of times, witch movies are like all hocus pocused out. It's like with a witch, you know, and or
They
put a spell on you.
I like the fact they didn't have it wasn't no witch outfits. It wasn't no.
It's like modern day witches.
Yeah, man. It's
Well,
like
it's
real
not
good
modern.
shit.
It's real. Like it's
Yeah, it's
motherfuckers that it's not a thing that you do because it's their family shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
generations of
It's
this.
fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's a mom and her son. He's a teenage boy. He's got a mullet.
Huh.
They're pulling up. They're on the run from something, or you can't tell what it is. And so the story goes, she is a witch.
Yeah.
Mary.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a witch. She's coming. She's on the run with her demon beast baby,
Fergal.
Furbo.
Fergal.
What did she kept calling him? Tomic.
Yeah. So she's on the run
that's the other guy.
with her baby, he's like a monster who was out of. It's what happens when two different kind of species fuck.
An abomination.
Yeah, so some kind of abomination. What was the dude that
It's the
fucked
hybrid.
her? Is he a witch or is he some kind of wolf or something?
Man, look like a wolf.
What, the dude that fucked her? He's
Yeah.
a wolf.
Yeah, he's
like a werewolf type of thing.
And he
Okay.
banged a
Yeah.
witch.
And he banged a witch.
Yeah.
That's so dope, dude.
Yeah.
That's a dope setup just right
And
off
they
the bat.
came up with a Fergal.
It came up with a
They had
Fergal.
old Ferkel.
Yeah.
But that's why she kept telling him about like his urges and stuff. Because the mom didn't want, like, if you see it, the mom didn't want him like being around other kids, especially females, because she didn't want those hormones to pop up. And she kept telling him like, you're different. You know what I'm saying? Like in the beginning, she let him know you're different.
Yeah, and they put out these little. That's another thing, man. They told the story good without giving it away.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
keep you intrigued. They gave out these little hints, like when she does the spells on the thing and shows the titties, right? You know she's into some shit. And when she says, "Don't fuck with girls, don't go out," you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't go play amongst
And
the kids.
and then so
watch your anger and all
when
that
you
stuff.
think when you think she's gonna be soft on him, be like, "Baby, I'm just trying to tell you,
Yeah, she laid
you
down
want to
the law,
survive
man.
in this world?
No shit.
Yeah, no. Well, because so the story is
Fuck you, Fergal."
she was supposed to kill him, you know, and she couldn't, and her father was supposed to kill her and him, and he couldn't.
Yeah.
So they're on the run from witches. So everywhere they go, they're guarded up.
Yeah.
She's got to take blood and put a spell on the door.
Yeah, so they can't be found.
All along the livelong day comes
is
the little
fucking
neighbor,
Ooh.
the hot little Thai spice,
Man, she was
the
right.
hot little hussy next door.
She was out of her league.
She
in
looked
that
like a
town.
Hispanian. She was bad.
Yeah.
She was wearing skirts in England, so she knows she wants to party.
Yeah, those
Yep.
lips are cold.
know.
And I'm
But
not talking
she was
about on the
cool.
face.
And you
She
could
was
tell
cool.
she was cool because she took care of her handicapped brother and
Special
like
needs bro.
yeah, and like
Who kept
she,
going rough.
and yeah, and she
Yeah.
like protected him and shit. Classic
Yeah.
case of like good guy of a
Yeah,
bad girl,
but
but
she was
had a
protecting him because his mom was an alcoholic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She really didn't have no stability to like really control the brother. So she's like, I'm gonna be the one. You know, she played like a sister mother type role. She,
Yeah, they're in the projects.
Yeah, so it was
her
really good
mom
about that.
is, you know, an alcoholic. She didn't have a dad. She kind of takes care of the brother. Well, one of the first cool scenes to me was when she kind of meets him. She's like, "Oh, Fartigal, whatever," you know, and she's getting all moistened.
Yeah, she been wanting them from the jump.
She-
that's one thing you gotta know. Women, when they want you, they know they want you. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it.
So she like, you know, the social worker is coming to check on, you know,
No, she placed them first. She the one
Yeah.
that brought him to that shithole.
can I, you know, hey, so
Damn, just chopping.
well, I'm trying to say the goddamn point.
You'll be all right. You didn't say it 5 points. I said, so does it matter? Drink your bang and have fun. this guy, he acting like this is new.
Hey, so
Is that Annie?
she put the fucking spell on the door, and so she goes and hangs out with him outside, the next door neighbor, and he's like, "Hey, whatever the fuck, I know you weren't down to hurt me because my mom put a spell on the door. Anyone who wants us harm, because the social worker couldn't find where they lived.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was fucking trying to say.
And it's kind of cool how
Damn.
the movie lets you make that connection.
Yeah.
You know,
Definitely.
it doesn't tell you. It shows the social worker can't
Yeah.
find the door. You know, and it lets you make the connection yourself. It's fucking cool.
Yeah, because you get all type of ways of what's going on in the movie. You could draw up any kind of speculations from the beginning to the end. Because it's like, once they show what's happening, it's like, who the fuck is doing this? You know what I'm saying? Because how they brought out the monster the first time, you didn't know what the fuck was going on. Me personally, when I first saw it, I was like, oh shit, it's somebody terrorizing the projects, killing like innocent whoever. But then it's mostly targeting the women in there. Cause like the first time he drugged somebody into the alley, I'm like, oh shit, it's a crazy ass homeless person in they projects fucking people up. That's why I left my speculations at. Then it started adding up to where I thought it was the brother. I really thought it was the little brother for a second. I was like, oh shit,
the handicap one?
Yeah. Because the way they kept showing his views, like when he went and saw his mom on the couch laying drunk, I was like, oh shit, it's him. Like, he's a demon guy, you know what I'm saying? But I like the way they drew it up like that because it kept you into, like, who's who.
Meanwhile, so they're on the run. Meanwhile, this other dude with a mullet, he's coming to hunt them down. And he's getting those fucking traditional tats on his back, and that's magic. And he has them for a year. And if he kills this demon offspring, which, spoiler alert, come to find out, it's his own fucking kid. Yeah. If he kills him, that's why it's his duty. Yeah, no if shit. He kills him, he gets that magic for a year.
He said duty.
That's his duty to please that booty.
So he gets that. He gets to keep that magic. But so I loved the fact. So it's all like territorial and shit though. So they go in there and they have to ask permission.
Yeah.
If he can hunt there to do from the dude who what was that movie was that guy? That guy's been in a bunch of shit.
Yeah,
like
a bunch of shit. Some of the one that walked into the
OG. The OG.
Yeah, he's one of the OGs in Braveheart too. Yeah.
So they
get him a good role. I like that.
Yeah, they gotta ask him for permission to hunt there, and he off the rip is like, "Fuck you, mullet head. I don't like your fucking face."
His name's James Cosmo.
James Cosmo.
But what was dope about
he actually started the Cosmopolitan.
What was dope about that tribal tattoo? As soon as he got it tatted up, the mom instantly felt it, and so she put the protection onto the wall, and like this blood, probably I was thinking it was coming from her. I didn't know what she made the
it comes from her chest.
She made the protection on the blood of the wall to like disguise themselves from this guy hunting them. But what's so crazy about that? The son start having dreams and start drawing those pictures of him, just some weird shit.
Dreams of bloody titty.
She was like, wow.
Yeah.
She looked at his picture book and was like, oh shit, you're seeing them in your dreams. So she telling herself as being a witch, like, oh shit, that means he's near or he's around this area. And boom, it just started picking up from there. And it was like, ooh.
Prophecies start happening.
Yeah, man.
And then meanwhile, random, like slags. Is that what they call them over there?
Yeah.
Random slags are getting murked in the parking lot by this fucking beast thing, dude. Man. And
that's
that beast thing was live.
Yeah.
It's not. That's it's very rare that a beast thing makes the movie better.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it's usually a disappointment if it's a real one, you know. And even if it's CGI, you're like, you're not that impressed. But if it's a real one, you're like, man, that's kind of shitty.
Yeah.
But you tell yourself it's cool because they went through this shit right here.
Yeah, because you kept asking yourself, like, how is this a real person who's walking in this? They use a whole bunch of Vaseline and baby oil.
Yeah, it's all slippery and
this boy fresh
it's
out
got
of the
these
womb.
big ass hands and these huge
and it's
straps.
huge, dude.
Yeah.
And it didn't look like a guy in a suit. It looked like
it didn't.
like a real thing.
Looks like a dude that just turned into that thing.
Yeah, no shit.
It looked like what it was.
Yeah.
A man monster.
He had the slick baby hair. Boy was ready.
Yeah.
I think they did a good job of like not showing too much of the monster first.
Yeah, definitely.
You know?
They did a good job of showing you enough.
Yeah.
You know?
You got
it was
ready
like that they rode I'm telling you, they fucking killed it on this movie.
Because that's what I say when they showed him, it's like, oh shit, who the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what made you start thinking like, oh, the mom is protecting her son from that beast. That's why I was like, oh shit, who is this beast? And that's what she's protecting him from. Because when he did his first kill and dragged the girl into the alleyway, it was just like, oh shit, it's somebody. He just attacking women. Like, what the fuck is going on? But it was, to me, I like the way he hunted. I like the way he crawled around. He stalked his prey. It's like,
and you don't know who it is.
Yes,
that's the thing.
You don't know
that
if it's
was live to me.
Don't point that nub at me.
And
man.
they do little things, right? So they do little things that I don't know if y'all like when old boy says. So they confuse you on purpose because old boy that's hunting him, he's like, I'm going to have a drink, and he's like, they told you not to, and he's like, look. This shit's about to go down.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a fucking drink.
Yeah, no shit.
But the very next scene, you see the monster kill something in the next scene. So
Yeah.
that makes you think that
It's
him
him.
having a drink
Yeah, exactly.
is him
It
eating a
turns
hoe.
him into
Yeah.
I was thinking.
Turns out him having a drink is him just having a drink, and it's not eating a hoe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and the guy that's in charge, like the head witch of that county, he didn't like this dude.
James Cosmo.
And
He hated him.
you don't know if it's because he's a monster, but you comes to find out he doesn't like him just because he thinks he's a dumbass.
He's a fucking bitch.
and he doesn't pay attention.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's like he fucked up the spell
Yeah.
of the bird.
Yes.
And that's how she got
control over
she
it.
got a hold of him. They had that soul battle, and she won.
Yeah.
And her magic was cold.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
she
was
does
dope.
not fuck around. She sticks to the rules. She
Yeah.
get naked when she need to.
Yeah.
She'll spray a titty milk on a wall real quick and make that shit
But
glow.
see, the guy to me, he told him, he like, hey man, you can't just call when he called the first bird, he showed him like, hey man, this is how you operate. You take it step by step. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to let him be patient. Like, man, you can't just find them immediately and go hunt and kill. He's like, there's steps to this because she's playing with the same power you playing with. So when he got the first bird, cut it open, the gut spread out, it gave him good direction on where everything was at. But then when he lost his mind, when he saw her chasing her down, he just grabbed a random bird, stabbed it, and just left the evidence there, which he was supposed to pick it up and take it with him, but he didn't. He failed right there. She comes out, scooped the birds up, bam. It's
Got you with the
instantly
banana in the tailpipe.
Whenever you do something, I'm ready for you.
Yep.
Both butt naked in the scene. He under the fucking bridge. She in the apartment getting wet, jamming Aaliyah. And it's just like, she start doing her spell. He start doing her spell. Man, he couldn't compete with her, man, at all.
When she rolled up on that social worker, and I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, man.
She had a spell of protection on, so no one could find their place that meant them any harm.
Yeah.
So that's how she knew the social worker meant them harm.
Yeah.
She goes, "Why do you mean us harm?"
Yeah, I love
And she
that
goes,
part.
"I'm just, she's trying to mouth off, and she goes, "Are you threatening me? These are words of power.
Yeah, man.
You will roam this land not knowing who the fuck you are," or whatever the fuck
yeah,
she said.
man.
That shit was dope.
That's
Till
dude.
your
that's
last
like a-
days.
that's
That
like a-
shit was cold.
And right
bro.
when she said, the thing
Yeah.
is, it wasn't it was right when she
Yeah,
said
right
it.
after she was done.
Because that actress chick that played the social worker was really good.
Yeah,
and
she
she
was.
went from like, it's fucking,
She went from knowing her shit to like
yeah.
being lost. Everybody been lost like that before them Xanax nights, but her ass just was
Yeah,
fucking
this
like
bitch was
she
10
dropped
deep
her
in some
paperwork
Klonopins.
and just started like and what's so crazy, like you was thinking like, okay, she finna run, we'll never see her again. They showed another view. She was just like so confused, discombobulated, like, did I come this way? Did I go this?
Yeah, she lost her mind.
Where am I? And then it's just like, bam, here come the monster. Like
she lost her
fucking
mind.
getting
Dude.
her down. That
How
shit was,
cool was that?
That was dope, man.
She just did it like that. Like that's how she showed her power.
Yes,
as a
instantly.
witch, which is hard.
Yes.
Like, when you see like a real witch movie, you don't want them flying on broomsticks going, "I'll get you, my little pretty." You want it
Yeah.
to be like, "Check this out. Now you're fucking crazy." Bam.
Yeah,
just
and then she
fucking-
didn't have to touch it. It was just like wordplay and eye look.
Listen
It's
to
like,
me.
fuck.
These are words of power. You will roam these streets, not knowing your name, not knowing where you are, trapped forever.
Dude, you know how there's the Asian girl, then the Asian girl's friend that
Yeah.
gets fucked up,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that disappears? You know who the Asian girl's friend is?
Who?
Who?
It's the chick that's in Jumanji, the redhead
shit.
girl that's in Jumanji.
The little young kid.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's the girl that's in that plays Avengers.
No shit.
Yeah, plays the robot
Oh, but you don't
Thanos'
know if- you don't
daughter
see
in
her face.
Avengers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's dope.
Oh, for
That's
real?
her. Yeah.
Oh,
It's
that's
fucking
badass,
crazy.
man.
She's a
good-
super baller.
Yeah, she is
Tell her I
dope,
said,
man.
"What's up?"
But
real.
I like the way when the hunter, like
Shoot
when
that
he was,
club
when
up.
he actually after he got rid of the guy, because the guy was getting on the nerve. He wanted to take total control. So when they had the first murder, he goes into the hospital, and when he went to the hospital, he cut like his marking off his neck, and he just finds a body, and he put the marking in the body of the guy, and he just let the blood drip to find out the location. He had the little map of the projects. The blood started dripping, and he let the line go. He dripped some more, and it just like directed him.
Fuck yeah.
That shit to me was like,
So cold.
I was like, oh shit, this is like, and like I was like Space Bike was saying, it takes you away from, oh, I gotta go brew up this spell, I gotta do this. It's like they walking magically with their spells on him. He already knew how to operate, find a dead body, cut him open, put the blood in his hand, locate me to this chick, and he brought him straight to the doorstep, dog. I'm like, Fuck, man.
when she disappeared in like that hallway when he was chasing
Oh
her.
yeah.
That was hard, dude.
Yeah. She just played him.
Like they didn't overdo it.
No.
With like
Magic and
the
shit.
magic.
Yeah.
They didn't.
She didn't fucking throw a smoke bomb and disappear.
Yeah,
or some shit
like,
like that. Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah, exactly.
I'll get you, my little
Exactly.
bitch. She was like, "What's
Yeah.
up?" And then when it finally goes down, he finally finds them.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Come on in."
Yeah, bring your ass in here. Come
You know
get
what's
some
up?
of this.
You- I
'Cause
need
she
a,
knows.
you need a drink. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she knows it's about to go down, and all the while, her son,
Yeah, man.
Old dick face McCracken's get back there.
old mullet head Fergal
That boy's in arrested, man.
is the motherfucking monster, dude.
Yeah.
Getting
So he-
slippery than a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Slippery,
so,
man.
So old girl just can't wait to take him outside to bang him.
But no,
She
the
bangs
part-
him in the swing set.
But the part that was before, like when he went in there and found him, and I'm thinking like it's finna be
Who went there and found him?
when the guy went in the house. You just said when he went into the house, the mother let him in.
When the bad guy
Yeah,
found
but,
them.
but when he found the guy, it was tripping me out because I'm thinking it's gonna be like this big fight. His powers, man. That dude come through the room all and slicked up and just fucking rips his fucking throat out, dog.
Yeah.
That scene, I'm like, yeah, dog. They had some nice kills in there, man.
Yeah.
And then she wanted to bang.
And then she wanted to bang. So the old miniskirt takes the wolf kid Fergal
Man.
out to the swing set. We can just lay here for a while. They're
Yeah.
supposed to be on the run.
Yeah.
They don't even make it out the block
Yeah.
before they
They're
got to
still
take a
in-
nap.
they're still in the
she
fucking
is so
project.
horny.
She is
Yeah.
horny.
She is ready to bone. She's like, please plow me. I can't take it anymore.
Oh,
We're on
shit.
the lamb.
You know what?
I'm
God
leaving
bless
my-
her.
Yeah.
God, I mean, I love her.
She tried to get it in, man.
We're engaged.
Yeah. Take
So-
him to the guts factory, bro.
So he impregnates her, and then
Oh yeah, I forgot all about that
Yeah.
aspect.
yeah, so
Yeah.
you're all
Yeah,
jumping
you
the
all
fucking
jumping
gun.
to the gun,
shit.
to
That
the
means
guts
there
factor.
should be a part two.
Yes, that's what we talking about.
So he fucking
Part 3.
he impregnates her. Boom. Well, that means like that thing is a fucking monster too, and
Yes.
he turns into the monster.
So that
And,
thing gonna
and
be
she's like,
everything.
holy shit. And that other guy shows her, and well, just watch the end of it. I don't
But
want
I'm
to spoil
thinking
it.
now it's like shit. If it be a part 2, that thing's gonna be a witch, a wolf, and a human.
Well, it showed the main warlock dude
That's gonna be
taking
interesting.
her away. So basically,
Exactly.
you can tell he's gonna kill her.
And he gonna let it raise
He's
it
gonna
up.
kill that baby.
Oh, he gonna raise it and train
Oh, he
it.
gonna kill that baby.
He gonna train
He's
it
gonna
to
kill that baby.
be a ninja. Guts factors.
Yeah. Keep
Yes.
us off the phone.
Yes.
It
Hell
starts
yeah.
off with that dope little bass strip. Dum 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 dum
Yeah.
dum.
And that was pretty awesome
Dum, dum, dum,
to
dum,
keep
dum,
us off
dum.
our phone and to be at home. I think what it was,
Dum, dum, dum,
it
dum,
drove
dum,
us to the name of the movie,
Dum,
and it
dum,
also
dum,
brought
dum,
us to
dum.
like what the movie was about. So it was like so interesting to like
Yeah.
put your phones down and check this shit out.
It
type
starts
movie.
off the kid with the mullet and the mom from Game of Thrones are on the run.
So too.
Off the rip. Oh, that's off the rip. Keep us off the phone is yes. I'm tripping. I'm thinking of off the rip.
No.
Yeah. Keep us off the phone factor. Good. Yeah. I would
Yes.
say
Fuck yeah, man.
90%.
One of the
Yes.
best in a long time for
Yeah,
me.
definitely.
Yeah. Especially for this no name.
Yeah, it's a
Like,
gem.
like
It
I
was a
never even
gem,
heard.
man.
Yeah. Shout out to Shudder. for
We
putting
were
it on.
expecting to watch 5 minutes of it and turn it
Yeah,
off.
and be like,
Yeah.
man, that's some bullshit. Because when you name yourself out the rap group, you're like, and then you like, oh shit, okay.
Music by Gillis Packham.
The
Us
so
too.
off the rip. Yes. She's pulling up. It
Now
starts
you
right
can
into
hit
the
your
story.
baseline.
Dum 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 dum. Dum dum. I love that bass line
The
throughout the whole
music
thing.
gets
Hey,
Space Viking.
do you like that bass line?
Hey, guess what? Let me tell you about a bass line.
that bass line?
I like a hi hat.
Music by Gillis Packham.
Hey, I need that music.
Gillis.
I need that music playing every time I walk around the house.
Gillis, I like how you slap at the bass.
That music just playing every time you go to the refrigerator. Dun, dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun.
That's I know. I want that to be my theme song. I want that to be my theme song. Like
yeah.
I wake up in the morning and I take a dump. It's like
You've
dum
never-
dum dum dum
Yeah.
dum dum.
Yeah, splash in the water. Dum 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 dum.
And then it shows me like sitting in the
So what's 3, baby?
in the clinic getting some herpes medicine.
Oh,
dum,
shit.
dum, dum,
No
dum,
shit.
dum, dum.
What we got for 3?
Penicillin. So creepy / scary factor.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. As big as Keep It Off the Phone. That was the fucking coolest
Yeah,
part.
man.
Yeah, yeah.
I just
it
like the
wasn't-
whole. I like the setting of it though. It wasn't creepy
yeah.
until Until
I
they
think
kind
it
of
was
like got to the monster.
it was
though.
less creepy, but more just fucking badass monster, dude.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't scary, but because I love a fucking badass
I like
monster.
the authenticity of the vibe in that.
Yeah, but I like even from like the trailer park where they take the dude to get the tattoo and shit like that. It looks like that would be. It wouldn't be like you go into this castle. You go into a trailer park where they got
like
some dogs
bullshit.
and shit.
Exactly, man. Like,
It's not scary.
Might be some Europe method.
Turns out witchcraft don't pay that well.
Yeah, it's not. It's right.
the pay is low.
Yeah.
You might be getting unemployment.
Yeah, you're living in the projects. The turns out that the oh man, you fucked me up.
Yeah, we'll go to 4.
No. Oh yeah, it's not scary, but it's fucking badass.
Yeah.
So it's not corny.
So let's go to 4.
Don't look at me like that.
What we
Plans,
got,
both
man?
of y'all.
We had 4 now.
All right. So kills and gore.
Fuck yeah.
Kills and gore.
Yes.
Dope.
Yes.
There's a scene where there's like the
Man.
special brother is like in the streets going, and like, he's got the chicks inside.
That's the guy inside. That was the dude that was messing with him.
I know because we're on camera. I didn't say anything bad, dude. Cut this out.
That was the dude's insides. He was ripping them out.
Okay, cut that out. So, but he was crying with that chick's guts in his hand.
It was the guy guts, man.
It was the guy's guts that he had in
God
his
damn, man. It's the guy's guts, man.
Dude, I love everybody, man. I'm just trying to party.
It was the guy's guts. He was like holding his intestines in his hand. And his sister found him because she had him outside kicking the ball. And then she comes out to find him, and he's in the alleyway just ripping guts out. And that's the kill to me. The best kill was the son ripping out the throat to me, man. That was one of my favorite.
Yeah, that
ones.
was the coolest one.
That was one of my favorite ones.
Yeah. Oh
well,
yeah.
Or when you first see the monster, because first you see this big ass hand on his face,
Yeah, man.
and you think that's all they're gonna see.
Yeah.
But then you see that movie like,
They
what
showed
the
a
fuck?
body and
But when you
everything.
first see him like full body with his hair slicked back and he's all like looking like a fresh condom right out the pack, you know?
He was definitely extra in grease.
The monster was cool as shit.
Monster
dude.
was dope.
The monster, he was all greasy and like
Yeah, man.
had claws, but it wasn't like, and he was a hairless.
But you could tell it was a hybrid.
was a
Yeah, no
hairless.
shit.
He was an old hairless
What was
monster.
those kittens off Dr. Evil kitten? That's what he looked like and shit. Fuck yeah. So what about 5? The ending.
Ended dope.
Yeah.
Ended dope.
Left room for a part 2.
Yeah.
Mayhem.
Which I just figured out a while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's pregnant.
She pregnant.
She having
The
a
pit
baby.
bull in the back. She pregnant.
She's having a baby. Brenda's got a
Brenda's got a baby.
baby.
Music by Gillis Packman.
Fuck yeah. But yeah, man, that's dope. It was dope to me, man. I fucking loved it, man.
Yeah.
I definitely, like you
Yeah.
said, if you could rewatch it and watch it again.
Oh,
It's so super
it's
dope.
it's shot in Ireland.
Ireland. No
Ireland.
shit.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
we all over the place.
Yeah.
See,
England.
thanks you for using your computer at the end of the interview.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for producing some shit
Yeah, no
for once
shit.
in your life.
Brenda.
Got a
Brenda got a baby.
Throw
So-
them in the trash can.
I really recommend this movie. It's really fucking dope.
Yeah, it's super
Outcast. You can get it on Shudder.
dope. Shut up.
It's
Yes.
dope. Witch werewolf shit.
Yeah,
The monster
man.
was a hairless.
The monster was a hairless.
We like,
He not a
we love a good hairless
He
monster.
not a hair on his body.
We love a good hairless monster in this place.
You
You
got
know
a
what I'm saying?
fuckery ready, bro?
Yeah, you got a fucker.
This was a dope fuckery because it's on purpose. It's called Psycho Gorman, and I think we should do a whole episode about it. But Psycho Gorman is about this demon from a different world that gets transported here, and he's an ender of worlds. He just comes to worlds to kill everyone and fucking blow their heads up and shit. Well, this little sassy, like really hilarious 10-year-old girl gets a hold of his like power, and she controls him. So she's like got her own monster, and she's walking around making him like, you know, like some guy goes, "Hey, nice monster outfit," and he just blows his head up and shit. She made him turn like her neighbor. She had a crush on her neighbor, and he wouldn't want to play with her. So she made Psycho Gorman turn him into like this big brain thing.
Yeah,
and
that
he
shit was
like,
fucking nuts.
and like this cop, like the gore on it was nuts.
Yeah.
It's so dope. It was so funny. It was like you took a Power Rangers episode
Yeah.
and mixed it with like something like an Evil Dead, and it was really dope. They did a great job. Psycho Gorman. Everyone knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
already. It's not a fuckery, but hey, I'm unprepared. What can I say?
It's fuckery.
I like to listen to myself laugh. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
That's enough of that shit.
All
That
right.
third bang ticking in.
Yeah, man. Get past the bang, man. He's cut off. All right, so shoes of the week.
Shoes of the week.
Open erupt like a volcano. Me and my partner Zano.
Hey, this Zano the Vision, the shoes of the week. God damn it, we got a live shoe for you today. The Dunks, I said it again. I'm always saying, I'm gonna keep on saying it. They are coming back, and they've been back, and they're taking over high and lows. But today we got a Dunk low called City Market. Man, this is badass. It says, recent times have you seen the Dunk dressed up in commemorative and a host closet. Its electric edition extends the legacy by using divergent visuals to celebrate durable materials and their role in the Nike's innovative heritage. Graphics nod to the brand Blue Ribbon sports roots, as well as the industrial rice and coffee bags that are frequently upcycled for urban markets for a wide range of uses. On the tongue, a small zipper compartment. Oh, shit. Dope,
Oh, yeah.
Dope being hid. Nuns to the reusable grocery storage with accompanying tag remain to resemble the nutrition facts label. That's interesting. Finally, an accompanying grocery bag pays respect with a simple commendation. Thank you for caring. This shoe is fucking nuts, man. It's called the City Market. So it's basically like you going to a grocery store type deal. Badass silhouette. So it got all kind of, you can see the resemblance of the grocery bag on there.
Oh, that's dope.
Different stuff going on with the market. They going for 110. Let me tell you folks, 110 is a nice damn thing for a shoe. But Dunks are flying off the shelves. I see it on Sneakers app. So that means another time. Sneakers app, you got to get up early. You got to get loaded. You got to stand in line. Maybe you'll win. They come out on the 4th. Matter of fact, what's today? The 2nd. They come out this week on the 4th. So that's like Thursday, I think it is, which is a weird day to drop a badass shoe like this. So when they drop, they're at 110. But I'm sure if you don't get a hold of these first, they're going to go up, man. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. I love the colorway. It's slick as hell, man. It's just a badass all-around shoe. And it's the lows. So a lot of people are gravitating to the lows more. The Dunk highs are killing it too. This shoe is badass. I love the silhouette. I love how Nike just come together and put, because it got a plastic Nike check on there, which is interesting. I don't know if people going to buy color, do their own thing to it. Dope ass shoe, clean ass silhouette, lows, Dunks, City Market. This is Zano Shoes of the Week. Conspiracy.
Hey everybody, it's Loki as me with your conspiracy theories and true crimes of the week. And as everyone knows, us here at Guts Podcast, we hail from the wonderful Houston, Texas. And of course, if you look at the calendars, your whole world knows that we just went through a weather anomaly that has never happened before in history. The whole state of Texas was covered in snow. And a lot of people would think this is, just a one-off. This is just something that happens, or it has something to do with global warming, or the government did it to us.
I knew it.
That's right. 1941.
Oh, shit.
It was 1941.
That's the year of
yeah.
the hibiscus tree
Yes.
on the Saskatchewan calendar.
Yes.
1941, the U.S. government starts working on a little something that's called weather modification technology.
I see.
As we all know, if you look into these things, you might think these things are crazy, but we have been seeding clouds in the Middle East for years in Dubai. That's the reason that you could live in Dubai. We've been seeding clouds in California and all over the world for years. So what does this have to do? Well, of course, we picked up the snow. The snow looks normal, but when you put a lighter to it, it wouldn't burn.
Wow.
When you put it in the microwave, it wouldn't melt.
Mm.
And the snow conditions, due to some, according to some meteorologists, said there was no way that the snow should have stayed for that long. It was called the indestructible snow. It didn't melt like other snow. It didn't act like other snow. You couldn't slide across of it. You couldn't ski on it. You couldn't snowboard on it. It was just here to rain havoc on this place.
Yeah.
So a lot of people think this was an energy weapon gone wrong.
Woo.
And the state of Texas suffered for it. So, what do we do to make up for it? Nothing we can do, because we're all sheep. This is Loki as me.
Conspiracy.
We're all sheep.
We are sheep. I thought they did it because Texas wanted to declare that they own independency. They want to move away.
We forgot to say that
Well,
we
you
have a
could-
dope interview with Barry Kinyon this
Yes.
episode.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
definitely, man. Dope interview with
Barry!
Barry
Yeah.
Kinyon. If you don't know him, he's in Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. He was the guy
One of the
driving the Benzo.
Dopest kills.
Yes.
Savini
He got his head chopped
chopped his head off with a
He got an interesting story. He got a good behind the scenes talk of how he got into the movie. So you definitely should check that out.
Yeah.
And definitely check us out on YouTube. We're gonna post a lot of stuff on there.
Crazy merch.
IG,
go
we on
crazy,
Instagram,
merch go
yes.
crazy.
If you fuck with us, please subscribe and review. It's free.
And like, yes, it is.
GutsPodcast.com.
Yes.
Yeah. Send nudes.
Always dropping
Oh,
new
can't
merch.
ask for those no more.
Rate and review the podcast on
Oh,
Apple and
Yes.
Spotify. If you're going to do one or the other, do Apple.
Yes.
You know why. I've said that before.
Yeah.
You
Get
know?
us a hairless. You know what I'm saying? Get us a nice Saskatchewan hairless.
No shit.
Turn that microwave up to bake 450.
And
Have my
slick-
left foot looking like a fresh condom.
Yeah. Bring a
Slick
lot
as
of baby
can be.
oil and Vaseline.
That's
Take
right.
your pants off, do a dance off.
Yeah, and I'm Zano the Vigi.
Space Viking.
Loki as me.
And we're out.
Hello.
Barry.
Hey, Barry, what's up?
What's up, guys?
Welcome to Guts, man.
What's up?
Hey, man, just sitting in my office at my house in Malibu, looking out this beautiful sun.
Oh man, can we
How's the
come?
weather?
Can we come join
Yeah.
you? Huh?
What's it like there in Houston? I'm sure it's nice, right?
No, it's raining and it's cold right
It's
now.
miserable. It's cold and it's cold and raining. Normal December weather, which is just kind of rainy, but it's cold for us,
Yeah.
which means it's like 50 degrees.
Yeah.
You know, but
I was back in Arkansas. I was back in Arkansas over the holidays. That's where I'm originally from, and I decided that's why I pay for California taxes. That's just gray weather, rainy.
yeah, I bet.
But
man.
yeah,
I bet, dude. Thanks for
Yeah, appreciate you,
thanks
man.
for hanging out with us today, man. It's awesome to talk to you. You know that we grew up just loving the hell out of Texas Chainsaw, man. So
Hell yeah.
and it's a lot of questions I always wanted to ask you. So appreciate you coming on. First
Yeah.
off, so when y'all shot the scene, you know, like you were a part of one of the coolest kills in history.
Yes.
You know, like you got your dome sawed off by leather.
you know, I was supposed to be yelling during that, and I talked those guys into saying I think it'd be a better effect if I didn't say a damn thing, and just like, you know, and have Chris look over and go, "Oh my God."
It's a good choice. It's better. Everyone
Yeah.
yells. Not everyone just sits there.
Yeah, and
silent.
take it. You took it like a champ, man.
Yeah, did y'all shoot
You know what?
that?
Nobody ever asked me though. You know, it's so funny. Nobody ever asked me like, "What's to do with the steering wheel, man? Can you just like slow it down a little bit?" I look at that.
and to
I look
me,
at
I
that
always thought,
shaking, you know, going like. But yeah, nobody's ever asked me why are you shaking the steering wheel so damn hard.
I always thought like that's a bad. The Benz should have burned that truck, man. That truck had a Hemi in it or something. And he was going backwards.
Yeah.
What? So
It
did
was,
y'all?
it was a pretty frightening scene, actually. I mean, to even shoot it, it was like, it was hard, man. I mean, you had to, you know, get in there, and they had these fake sparks and stuff, but they were still there. You know, they'd be still getting your eyes and stuff.
How long did the whole shoot take?
Well, 2 different times. So, the first time we shot it, man, I don't mark time well, but I would say, you know, probably a couple of nights at least. And then we had some daytimes. I was probably there for a week.
Wow.
And then because Tobe Hooper got sick I think those guys were partying way too hard. And, I know for a fact. And
awesome.
So all that footage was bad. We had to go back and reshoot the entire thing with a second director.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow. Exclusive.
Not the daytime stuff, but the bridge scene. So the bridge scene was all done second AD, and it was a pretty relaxed atmosphere on the second time because Chris and I had this big Winnebago, for lack of a better term, I'm not sure what it was, but that was the Boston Celtics Lakers series. And so I brought this little TV I had from Dallas. And man, I had everybody in there like opening my door like every second they could to find the score out, what was happening. It was, we all kind of knew each other at that time, so it was much more relaxed. It was a little tense, I'd have to say, because that was pretty much the beginning of the movie when they were shooting it during our scene. But
that's so badass.
It was fun though. I had a blast.
That's so badass, dude. So when y'all were, we went to like the Colorado Street Bridge or State Bridge, whatever, the bridge y'all were at. Is that, did y'all just shoot the driving scene there, or did you shoot like the whole like special effects there and all that stuff too?
Well, so the daytime scene was in some other location, but not too far from there. And the bridge scene, we were just parked on one side of it, all camped out in trailers and stuff. And they had a couple of Mercedes cars. I think two for sure, maybe more. And we would just hop in and take off.
What did they have to like close down the bridge and stuff now? Because I don't even think they use it anymore.
Yeah, definitely closed down.
Yeah, it's barricaded up now.
Yeah, it's all. Have you been there recently? It's all like it's kind of not in use.
I haven't been to Austin since the shooting of that. I don't think. I was trying to think last time I was in. I mean, the only time I go through Dallas now is when I was just there, like changing planes.
So
I have friends there, but I don't ever go back there hardly anymore.
I was interested. Was this in kind of like in the beginning of your acting career, or in the middle, or towards the end? Like where were you as an actor? And
I was not.
Oh yeah,
I was not an actor.
This was
I
new.
I was a model. So my deal was, I was going to go to be an orthodontist because my orthodontist, when I had braces as a kid, he owned 2 bars. He had 12 beautiful girls working for him. He flew planes. And I said, you know what? I want to be just like you. So I was one of those kids who didn't know what the hell he was doing throughout life. I was just having fun. And I was on the waiting list my first year to go to Memphis. And so I said, well, what can I do? I went to Dallas. I went to an agency called Ken Dawson, and I was working the next day modeling and just kind of fell into it, started making money. And next thing I know, I'm in Europe, I'm in Tokyo, I'm in different places, modeling all over. And I had just come back from someplace. I remember not Kim, but one of the agents calling me and saying, hey, Barry, I head to Austin. They're doing this movie, and you're right for the part. And I said, what are you talking about? I'm not an actor. I've never had an acting class in my entire life, right? And she goes, just fly down there. What's it going to hurt? So, Chris and I just happened to be paired together. First time I'd taken a side and read it, like, in a scene. I was with a casting director, and after I read it, without Chris the first time, but by myself, but this the first time, I said, hey, are you going to call me back tonight or what? Because I want to get back to Dallas. If not, she goes, why don't you hang out? So I said, okay. Because I think she was really unsure about me too. I think it was like, But no, I mean, next thing I know, Chris and I walked in together, hadn't known each other ever before, and we did the scene, and it was with Toby. I think it was with Kit Carson. I think it was with the casting director, maybe somebody else, and they announced it. We had the part like on the spot, and I know people outside waiting heard that, and I'm sure they were just like, I hear in acting this never happens. And this all happened on my first audition ever,
Wow.
I mean, the next thing I know, within 30 minutes, Tom Savini has plastic straws up my nose, and I'm getting a head cap.
Wild, dude.
Oh man,
That's wild. Do you still still talk to Chris and keep up with him?
Yeah. He does this thing called. He used to have something in Brooklyn every other week, and he has something out here called School Night or something. You know, he's a great catalog guy for music. He's a DJ. He discovered Beck basically. He's a pretty cool guy, and he lives in Palisades, not too far from me. We kind of lost touch for a while, but this chainsaw keeps bringing us together. So now we talk a lot because Child's Play wanted to use one of our scenes in the last movie they did, and Chris said he went and saw it. I haven't seen it yet. But,
it's definitely in. I don't want to spoil it for you, but it's definitely in there, man.
And it's cool.
That surprised us to when they paid homage to y'all, man. On that, I was like, oh man, it's a couple movies paid homage to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Who else? The Burbs. They was watching it too.
They were watching
it
on the Burbs with the Tom Hanks
really?
movie.
Yeah, with Tom Hanks, man.
And in Child's Play, it's dope. The kids are watching it, and Chucky, like the new Chucky, he's a kind of like
imitate it.
He's kind of like a Siri robot, but all his like safety protocols have been cut off. So they're watching y'all, and he goes nuts, type of thing.
It's awesome,
which
man.
is really dope. And I always wanted to know, man. Chris had the cool. We can't find those glasses anywhere.
Yes,
man.
we need them.
Where do you know? Were those his, or did they hand them to him and he was supposed to wear them? I always wanted to know about those glasses.
Recently they did a Blu-ray edition, and they had people out to our houses and interviewed us, and they threw me and Chris in this little video segment behind the scenes. And I remember Chris watching this. I remember Chris saying, because we were filmed in different locations, I remember him saying that I think Kit Carson just walked up to the set the first day shooting the daytime scene and said, "Here, put these on." I think that's how it happened. So I think it was Kit that gave him the glasses, and I don't know if he still has them or if he took them or if they just kind of made their way away.
I need to check that Blu-ray out. I need to get that Blu-ray.
We've been looking on Amazon,
Yeah.
everything to try to find those glasses, and there's none that came up on them.
Yeah, no. How was you mentioned working with Savini? How was he?
Oh man, he was the best. I mean, he has such a great attitude, always positive, funny. He's always interested in everybody. I talked to him recently. I never met Caroline, and somebody, I wish I knew his name. If I had more time, I'd search for it before we talked. But this nice guy contacted me and said, "When's the last time you talked to Caroline?" I said, "Never." He goes like, "Let's surprise her." They were at this convention with Tom and Caroline, and he was there. This guy I'm talking about, I think he buys collectibles, not just Chainsaw, but other movies. And I think he owns My Head that was on Letterman. And so, he got me on the phone with Caroline. It was so funny. So we talked for the first time ever. I talked to Tom. I haven't talked to Tom in eons. But, yeah, I mean, he was fantastic to work for. I think, I might have said this in this Blu-ray, but one day on set I was with Tom and some other stunt driver. We were in this pickup truck going probably 60 miles an hour down the highway going to the set. And he looks over at me and Tom and says, "Hey, you guys want to see something?" I said, "Yeah, sure." He puts on the emergency brake. We do 180 degrees at that miles per hour, and then we just keep on going. That was my first introduction to stunts in Hollywood in Austin, Texas. And it was like, wow, okay.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, there are a lot of pros on that site, on the set. Yeah, in every category.
Yeah, how crazy is that? Like your first movie, and you get to work with legends,
Tom,
man. Like Savini, he's like you know, like they say, the Godfather of gore and all.
Yeah, because he
that
made
kind
it
of stuff.
so believable with that cut going through your head. Like with the takes with that, how many takes did it take to do that?
Yeah, I always wondered, like, how did that work? Like,
several. I had several of those ugly yellow sweaters. I remember telling Tom, I said, you know, let's do it real. You got to get it warm, right? Because Tom was in the back. He was in the back of that Mercedes with me, pumping that little thing.
Wow.
On the prosthetic. So he was back there, and he got it warm, and you know, the Cairo syrup stuff, you know. But yeah, he was back there with me in that Mercedes during that. I would assume we would have done that at least, because I remember for makeup for that it was a process. You know, we had to do it twice, right? Think about that. So I don't know. I would assume at least 3 takes. I would imagine. You know, each time. But yeah.
So I wanted to ask. It seems like this was like a ragtag operation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, just the glass. For instance, the glasses thing. Here, put this on, or. You know, hey, you got the job right now, or you were a model, and then you got an acting part. So, at any point in this whole process, did you get the feeling that you were part of something special or something that was going to live on, or is this just crazy coincidence? You had no idea this was going to happen.
No idea. I mean, no idea. I was such a young, just want to have fun guy and just living every moment and not thinking of it. I will tell you, I thought that as far as ragtag goes, it was on the moment. It was spontaneous. You know, Kit Carson gave us complete U-sides on the first day of shooting daytime scenes. It wasn't what I was studying before. So he gave us completely new lines, and we had to learn those within 5 or 10 minutes. And, you know, so yeah, it was all spontaneous, but that's kind of how they did it. I mean, these guys were before their time on this black comedy stuff because I didn't know what they were doing. I didn't know what a black comedy was. To a drama, I was still young. You know, I was just out there having fun. But I will tell you the moment where I was kind of in awe, and I didn't really have a clue how big Dennis Hopper really was, but I remember coming in off of a night shoot one time, and I looked over at this in a delicatessen, and they were sitting at a table, and it was Tobe, and it was Dennis. And if you looked at Dennis, he had an aura, he had a glow over him. Wow. You know, he was on the wagon, straight as an arrow, and his eyes were beaming, and he had this feeling about him, you know. And it was like, and that was an awe moment. It was like going, huh. You know, I got to find out more about this Dennis Hopper guy because there's something going on with him. But yeah, that kind of got me into the whole thing as far as like, this is kind of a fun process. But yeah, I mean, there were a lot of crazier stuff that happened on set. I mean, I just can't think of, you know, maybe you can jar my memory, but it was a fun time.
Well,
absolute blast.
It's just really wild that you were at the big, because I don't know if you realize how well respected and how crazy the name Tobe Hooper is in the horror world. You know, it's like, you know, he's like a deity. And to be like your first off the rip and see that guy kind of getting his feet under him, man, it's got to be wild. It's also got to be wild being that you're out of the business now, kind of being able to look at it as someone that's been there and as an outsider, you know. Do you do the convention circuits and stuff like that too?
No, you know, I never have. I have some buddies out in Malibu who do that, and who are out of the business now, and they have fun doing it. I was invited to this one in Bastrop, you know, that's happening in February, and Chris and I were, so I called Chris and said, hey, do you want to do this? And we were kind of debating it. I mean, you know, I sometimes I mean, who's going to walk up to the booth for me? I'm thinking like, you know, why would I want to sit in these booths? Chris and I talk about, you know, let's do it. I mean, you know, it's a once in a lifetime thing. Let's go have some fun and do it. And then And then the Corona thing happened, and so I'm not sure if we're going or not. Chris is a little hesitant because he has a mom who lives there, and he doesn't want to bring it home to her. You know, it's also a tale of two worlds. California being its own country. You know, we live in a lockdown. It's so wild. I mean, it's just everything's different here. And then I was back in Arkansas over the holidays, and it's a whole new world. Everything's open. I mean, you know, it's
yeah.
So I don't know what to do. I mean, I'm debating going to this. I have not contacted. I can't remember the guy who's running it. Nice guy who's running it, but I haven't talked to him yet about whether we're for sure coming out. It seems kind of weird putting a lot of people in a room, and you know, you can't wear a mask if you want people to see you. So I don't know. I mean, I heard Caroline say she has the antibodies. I mean, that puts her in a good spot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we
you know, I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? Would you go to that?
We're definitely going. We're definitely going to be there.
Yeah, we're going to be there.
And we ourselves was excited to see y'all there.
Yeah.
Because I know for one thing, like if I talk to anybody that saw that movie and I asked them, like, what was your favorite part or what was your favorite kill? Y'all first kill was the first one everybody remembers.
All right.
Like, oh yeah, when he tore up the bins, the guy head never fails. It's always gonna be y'all. So I definitely know your booth will be rocking. If not, we'll just start flipping your tables over for you and throwing them at people.
Yeah, the whole idea of who wants to talk to me or who would want to come, you're going to be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, definitely. And then we'll find out who has all the shades.
Have you guys had COVID yet? I mean, you know, some of my friends have.
Yeah, we had it. It sucked.
Yeah.
I am living with COVID antibodies.
Yeah, he's living with antibody over here.
Yeah, low key got it first, and then I got it, and I gave it to Zeno.
They wanted to be like me. I got COVID before it was cool.
Yeah.
Did you guys lose any taste or anything, or did you guys just asymptomatic type?
No, we
lost the taste and smell, but it lasted like 3 days or so. But I know one thing for sure, like it's different for people because I think Austin didn't never get like a fever. I think I had a fever for like a couple days, but it only came at a certain time at night, which was weird. So once I figured that out, so like around midnight, I just take something for fever and flu, and I was fine, you know.
Yeah, I got it, and then like 3 days later, Zeno got it. But it was like there was one night where we both had it, and we were both feeling like shit, and then our power went out. And then we were just like, we were fucking sitting here.
It was crazy, man.
With COVID.
Lights off.
Fucking lights off.
No AC.
We went and sat in the car. We were just like, man, we sat in the car for 2 hours.
We're coming to an end.
Yeah, I know, right?
We were like, man, this fucking
like my buddies
sucks.
around here, man.
Yeah, dude. It's
that's why. I mean, that's what's concerning for me is like, you know, as far as I know, I got tested one time to see if I had the antibodies, and I don't. But I mean, I deal with so many people, you know. It's like, I just don't know what to do. I assume nobody's going to be, you know, I mean, nobody would be wearing a mask in Austin, right? And I'm going to be in this. It's like everything you shouldn't do. Let's crowd a lot of people.
Yeah,
like I think. You know, I go to the parking garage. There's nobody parking. I go to the terminal. I get out. There's nobody there, right? But I get to my gate. Everybody's there. And then I get on the plane. It's packed, right?
Yeah.
So it's like everything you're not supposed to be doing would be the way I kind of see it. But I would like to go. You know.
Well, that's the spooky thing about it. It's like I know we've been taking precautions and, you know, like all that stuff, you know, and we still got it, which is kind of spooky. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like we've been at the house. I don't know how I got it from the store or something. I don't know what the hell happened. Like, it's kind of freaky how it kind of, it's like a crazy, it's not like, you know, like, cause when we got it, everything was still quarantined. You know, we were still locked up down here in Texas. So it's kind of like, we weren't going anywhere or doing anything, and it
sneaks up on you.
I don't know what the hell happened. I was like, damn, dude, this is.
But I'm thinking at the
freaky.
convention, if it's so many people, because I know the rules are like if it's like in a building, certain like that, you have to wear a mask.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty. And I'm pretty sure that if people walking through that door, how they do it now, like if you're in a facility or something like that, they checking your temperature at the door. And if your temperature is not what it's supposed to be, I'm thinking you might get turned around.
Well, I can tell you from experience, I work in the public every night, basically, right? So I work in the bar and nightlife scene every night. And a lot of people think that in Texas it's just the Wild West and no one gives a fuck and we're just... But I'm pleasantly surprised, especially since Christmas, there's been a big turnaround in people really having like personal responsibility. So even if the because there is a lot of places where there's a sign on the door, but nobody would really give a fuck. So but the personal responsibility situation has really gone up to where now everyone is kind of being safe, not because someone told them to, just because it's the thing to do. It's the right thing.
And responsibility.
I've noticed a big change since Christmas. So you'd be surprised that I think it's a good idea to come.
We'll post up by your booth all day.
Please come hang out with us.
All right. Let's put some speakers there to DJ and let's just take it on.
Yeah, we with it, man. Yeah. We with it. And you can have some Guts merch on, man.
All right. Well, I'll give it some serious consideration. I was looking at the calendar recently. I was looking to see when I was going to be up and going, and so I'll reach out to Chris and see if he's had a change of heart. It'd be nice if he was there. If I were going to come, it'd be nice to have my passenger with me.
Well, everybody's doing it.
We're sold. I'll just bring somebody who looks like Chris. They'll never know.
There you go. They'll never know the difference.
Just bring a bunch of yellow sweaters, man.
Hey.
That's pretty chill stuff.
Hey Barry, what was Tobe Hooper like?
Yeah.
He was like a general. Always smoking cigars.
Nice.
He had that beard going on. I was good friends with the still photographer on this set. It just happened to be. And so I knew Eric. He's no longer with us, but so Eric kind of gave me a personal introduction to Tobe a little bit and didn't talk to him much, just kind of listened to him and followed his instructions. And he's a guy that asked me, I did ask, ask if I could not yell or something when I got my head cut off. I thought the effect would be better if I was silent,
Yeah.
So he was a man of few words, but he commanded attention for sure. Anywhere he was. Tobe Hooper, the writer, Kit Carson. That guy was cool. That guy was, everything you think about Hollywood, writers, sunglasses, blonde, hair, long, he was a worker too. He was always working. He never slept. I remember him taking me and Chris to a car at night with the sound guy and saying, I got to get some better sound of you guys. Let's go back to this part of the script. So we shut the door. And there we all four are in this car screaming and yelling. I would say my best memories are, Kit Carson, and he was the coolest guy on set. Tobe Hooper, this general with a cigar. Dennis Hopper, the guy I never got to meet, but just I saw him from afar and just saw how there was something special about that guy, and I didn't know what it was. And then just the friendship of Savini. I mean, I felt like because I worked with him, I felt like we were friends after that, and just had such a warm relationship with him. And obviously there were other people on set that I talked to and stuff like that. I just can't remember. But,
yeah,
it was one of the highlights of my life, looking back and looking at what I do. I still keep getting these little bitty checks to remember Chainsaw, which is kind of fun.
Yeah. Did you keep any memorabilia for yourself?
No, the guy who has my head, I said, that just doesn't seem right to me. But because I think he bought it from Tom, and I was thinking, like, good God, Tom, you didn't need the opportunity first.
Out here
That's
selling
a special head, I got to be on Letterman. I mean, come on. That head's been around.
Yeah, your head is probably on somebody's mantle right now.
I know that's got to be freaky.
It's got to be freaky. And then I'll never forget this. So when Tom Savini was going on Letterman, I talked to him before, and I said, Tom, you've got to say my name. You've got to say my name. And I'll never forget, I'm looking at Letterman, Tom's talking about it, and you can see he's getting ready to it, but I think he blanks on my name. And he's just like, he stalls. I'm going like, no! And he just keeps on going. I know I had it ingrained in his mind. It was there. He just blanked on who I was. Guarantee you that's what happened.
Well, man, we really appreciate you talking with us today and telling us these cool stories, man. That we're huge fans of the movie.
Fans, man.
It
was so cool finding you too, man. Cause when I was finding you and researching for you, and you popped up, I'm like, oh shit. He's selling houses now, man.
Yeah.
Like, hell yeah, that's
I
awesome,
tell you,
man.
you guys have a great podcast. You guys have a great social media, Instagram. I know who's putting all that stuff together, but you guys are pretty good at it.
Appreciate it, man.
Thanks, man. We actually, I got my first computer ever during the quarantine, so I'm like trying to figure all this shit out.
That's fabulous. I mean, you're doing a fantastic job. A lot of people can't figure that out.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. We, I remember growing up, it was like, computers, I don't need to know that shit. And it's like, big mistake on that one.
Yeah, it's more to life than Oregon Trail.
Yeah. So that was a loss for me. That was a mistake.
But yeah, we just
it
work
sounds like
together,
you're
man,
figuring that out.
Yeah.
We work together and
Sounds
come
like
up with good ideas for ourselves. And what we figured out about it is, if it's not entertaining to, like, if you don't like it, somebody will love it, So we never hold back on what to put out. Kind of like doing the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Nobody probably thought it'd be what it is. So
yeah, that's got to be weird talking to like.
If you never would have did it, put it out just because thoughts of somebody might not like it, then we'll never be talking to you.
Right.
Yeah, it's got to be weird.
Same thing like going to that convention, right? I should go to that convention. I should not do it. So maybe you guys will put a little charge in me. Maybe I'll call Chris today and see what he's thinking.
Hell yeah!
I hope to see you there.
Thank you so much, man.
Appreciate you for your time, man.
All right, guys.
Thank you so much, man. It was nice to meet you, man. Thank you so much. And
I got friends for life, man.
Yeah, thanks, man.
All right.
It was an honor.
I'll remember that. Okay, see ya.
Later.
Boy, ATX and Space Vikings. Trying to figure shit out. This changed my life forever.